Hello.
Back at it, guys.
And we're back. Oh my God, is that the Macho Man?
I don't know what that was.
I don't know. Yeah, Macho Man Masaki Yoshida. We'll talk about him later.
Macho Man Sandy Rat.
But what's up, guys? We're back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode, yeah, yeah. Episode 7.
Yeah. It's been weird.
We got some good talks.
Yeah.
I think maybe.
I think so.
I got to see Ryan and I got to see the Red Sox win in Yankee Stadium,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but I was like, maybe it's going to be the start of something good, and we're 9-2, like since that, or maybe before that. I don't know when it was.
I think that would
Well,
probably.
since the core game where you said we're not getting any better, but that was like 2 games before that.
Okay, so
Oh wait, no, yeah, they're 8-2
since we
since 8-1 since then.
okay,
Yeah.
so I mean, it seems like I was right,
Yeah.
and nothing else has happened other than that.
Nope.
We're just doing good, and we have
Yep.
we have the same team.
Yeah.
Same
yeah,
team,
Yeah,
best players going off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like our
nothing,
player
nothing
who's the-
crazy at all.
Oh God, is that the 9-2
What's
alert?
that?
Is that the
Breaking news.
It's not that breaking, but we traded Rafael Devers for Anthony Rendon's playing career.
His
I mean,
hip,
pretty much.
his hip, his ankle, and
We
his
took
knee.
the rights to his next 4 years. We said, give us to him. Give
Yeah,
us-
we'll
give-
take.
please.
We'll take.
I know
all
it's
the
like
money.
a year left, but we want 4. Anyway, I'm lying.
No,
did
so
trade
we
him.
got Jordan Hicks,
Yeah.
Kyle Harrison.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Was it James Tibbs the third
James Tibbs 3, yes.
We all know the
and Jose Bayo?
no relation.
Rayon Bello.
Yeah, I don't know how. Once again, we traded a superstar and got nothing close to what we should have got for him.
Yep.
That's all I gotta say. That's it. No dead air. They were pausing for dramatic effect, but I had nothing to say because I've seen it all. I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's
just-
not new.
No.
It's not.
It's a ownership that increasingly shows how much they just do not give a shit anymore.
Yeah. No, seriously is. It's I mean, I'm pro Rafael Devers on some of the stuff. Some of it, I think, if the reporting is correct, is on ownership as well. I mean, based on everything I'm reading, this all stemmed from them lying to him basically about what Bregman was going to do if they signed him. He was being told that he was going to play third base no matter what.
Mhm.
Bregman was going to come in to play second. Second we signed Bregman, they basically told him, you're not playing third for us anymore.
Throw your glove away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he felt disrespected. They lied to him. There was no transparency.
Makes sense.
And he, from that point on, was holding a grudge. That's what it was.
Yep.
There was no working through it. It seemed like he had made up his decision. I mean, other reports that I was reading were saying that ownership met with his agents and tried to work something out, and they were basically just kept coming to the conclusion of maybe somewhere new
Yeah.
would be
Change
the
of
right
scenery.
Yeah, change of scenery
Yeah.
would be the right thing to do.
Which, how it came down to this, and I think that because we were talking about it before, but like you said, the worst part about it is the fact that they traded him and got like
Nothing.
nothing in return.
It's not so much they traded him.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not. It's not. We're
As
not.
much as I dislike it, because I like I was saying that to you guys. I was like, I like having like a home like grown star. It's
Yeah, it's
like
awesome.
Oh, we like you know what I mean? Like Alex Bregman, and who knows how long he'll stay here. But just for example, is like say he stayed here for the rest of his career and hit like 200 home runs and was like like an actual like great player for us. He'd always be an Astro.
Yeah.
You would never think of him
Right.
as a Red Sox.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we had a player like that, and it's like we've had players like that,
Right.
And we continue to just get rid of them because
Yeah.
we don't want to pay them. It's just weird, and it's like
It's absurd.
it's a weird like I get it's business. Baseball is a business, but it's like only for you people, like not for everybody else.
Yeah, like our whole thing as fans is that we want to just see our team win and we want to root for a fun team. Like we want to have a good product.
And I feel like the players want that too.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
even if we're not like World Series contenders, like I want to be a playoff contender
Yeah.
every year.
I want
At
to. I
least
want to have
fighting
fun
for a
watching
spot.
this team. You know.
You can win 80 something games and go to the World Series if you
I mean, yeah.
get hot at the
Yeah,
right time.
yeah.
Like, it's all you need to do is to get in, and you don't even want to do that.
I just want the season to be fun.
Yeah, and
Like,
it was.
And it was. We're like, oh my god, it's
Yeah.
actually looking up, and it's like we just swept the Yankees, like, and then
Yep.
it's like
I know. Before our last episode, we were all like,
Red Sox suck.
"Yep,
Yeah.
Red Sox suck. Yankees are gonna fucking."
Win
I
2
had
out of
I had them as
3.
sweeping the series last
Yeah.
time, and we've taken 5 of 6 from them.
Yeah.
Like,
And 2 or 3 from Tampa.
Yeah.
It's also a good baseball team.
Right.
Well, for the AL East,
no, I mean they're
they're second
Decent.
place.
Yeah, at least is a good
Yeah.
division.
Yeah,
It's just
down
not-
year for a
yeah,
couple of the teams. but-
Yeah.
right. I mean, Baltimore is the biggest. I think
Yeah.
outside of the Red Sox, they're probably the biggest disappointment in all of baseball.
Oh yeah.
And the
I don't
Colorado
know. The
Rockies.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, but they don't have
no-
anybody.
I
Yeah,
know.
but I guess it's hard to because no one expected them to be the worst team. Like no one expected anyone to top Chicago from last year
Yeah.
anytime soon, and the Rockies are like, we can do way worse.
Yeah, watch this.
Yeah,
like when the
Isn't it
Lions lost, and then like the Browns we can do that too. We can lose every single game. We could do it.
we got this.
We're the Browns. We can't win, but we can fucking lose.
We can make that shit look easy.
But no, I don't know. Is that the same like kind of like it's just what am I supposed to root for? What am I supposed to look forward to as
Nothing.
like a fan?
Like
Like
We're
just
looking-
wait for the next owner that actually gives a fuck.
the
Yeah.
only thing that I honestly care about with this entire team
Greg Greslow.
is Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer.
Mm.
Like, I want to see these kids. I think they're both going to be superstars in the league. I want to see, at this point, it seems like
see 7 years of their
Yeah, and then they're gonna
Yeah.
be gone. They're gonna be traded for nothing.
because that's all we're getting.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we're
Yeah,
not going to get any more than whatever their rookie contract pays.
yeah, which is. And the only reason why Christian Campbell is even locked up for at least 8 years is because he took such a team-friendly deal.
But that's the thing, and that's the Red Sox philosophy now is like, these kids are only going to make a couple $1 million a year for like the first 6 years. So if we come to them and instead of them getting $1.5 million, we'll give them $6 million a year, and we'll sign them to like an 8-year or 9-year deal, so we get 2 or 3 years of their free agency before they actually go and hit free agents. And, players like Roman Anthony and Marcelo Meyer are not going to take those deals.
No, why should they?
There's no reason to take those deals.
And especially since you just saw like how it like you could say that he's got a bad attitude or whatever. Like that's just so silly. Like it's one thing when you have a bad attitude and you fucking suck. You know what I mean? Like you're Anthony Rendon. You have a shitty attitude and you don't even fucking show up. You don't do anything, and you got to pay this guy $38 million a year.
Mm.
You got a guy who shows whatever, but he shows up. He plays well.
He plays every day. Devers is like rather durable. He gets hurt, but like
He'll play through it.
he'll play like still 140 a year.
It's just I don't
Right.
know. I kind of missed my
Rare,
original
kinda.
point, I guess, but like it's just stupid. It's like
Yeah.
No, your original point was what are you supposed to root for?
right, yeah.
They're realistically, besides the prospects, Garrett Crochet, but once again, that's only once every 5 days, and if you're buying a ticket to a game 6 months in advance, what are the likeliness of you going to a Garrett Crochet game?
Yeah.
And thank
You
God
know?
we fucking signed him. Like,
Yeah.
where would we be? Like, why didn't we didn't get the deal done with him and we traded?
And
Devers?
even that deal,
Yeah.
it was 6 years, $170 million. They didn't break the bank for him.
No, and now they have all this money off the books because
to not spend.
Right.
yeah, to not spend it.
Yeah,
That's
and
like the word.
supposedly they're going to turn the money around quick and get some pieces for the team.
Like what?
What?
What is out there? Are you
Yeah.
gonna sign?
You're
Are you
gonna
gonna
sign
trade for
a-
a star and extend him if he's on like a
Well,
contract or
that's
some
my thing.
shit?
It's like you're not gonna get a hitter that's gonna be. You're gonna get a hitter like for nothing, like or even a lot of money, whatever it may be. You think this like 280 hitter is gonna hit 30 home runs and 100 RBIs? He's
No.
gonna fall to your lap that
Yeah.
you don't fucking need. We don't need him.
Well, yeah,
And not only that, but even if you go and get a guy who does that, all he's doing is replacing the guy that you already traded away. It doesn't help the team get better than where it was.
no.
Which is like our original point was like, is the team gonna be better if Rafael Devers plays first base? No, it's not gonna be better because you
No.
still have the hole that needs to be filled because like you're gonna have a guy who doesn't play first base. Like, oh yeah, look at Kevin Youkilis. He was a good third baseman. He was a good third
defensive
baseman.
third baseman.
So he had, but like, he also wasn't as good as Rafael Devers.
Mm.
He just wasn't.
No.
He needed. That's the kind of guy. That's the kind of guy that should be a team guy. Like, yeah, he had a couple great years. Don't get me wrong. I love Kevin. He was like my favorite player when he played for us. But like, that's the kind of guy you need to be a team player. Because
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, it's like I'm not that valuable. Like the guy should like
Kevin Millar, like type of
Yeah.
player. Like obviously
Yeah.
Devers is way better than Millar, but like
Yeah, but like you compare it to Manny
Youkilis was
Ramirez.
better than Millar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Youkilis
well, yeah,
was
yeah.
like a Hank Aaron Award winner. It's like he was like the best hitter in baseball technically. Like
Yeah, he
Just-
was nasty.
Got like 330 with 29 homers, 100 something RBI. He's
Yeah,
nasty.
he was amazing. He can also draw a good he was almost like not a 5-tool player, but he was
He was the 3-2 player.
3-tool player
That's the
for
best
sure,
way
and
to
he was
say it.
really good at those 3 tools.
Well, he was I want to say he was a 4-tool player.
Mm.
Because when you think of a 5-tool player, you think of like base running and outfield. Whereas like he was like a really good infielder, but like he was slow as shit.
Right, yeah.
But he could hit for average, hit for power.
Yeah. A good plate discipline, draw
Yeah.
walks, yeah.
And he was,
Yep.
but yeah, he just wasn't.
He was nasty. We don't.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, we don't even have a player like that on the team.
Yeah.
And Euclid was never the best player on the team.
No.
No.
No, absolutely not. And that's like we were talking earlier because like I told you guys about the take I've heard people say about this Devers trade, like you call it copium because it is. Like when they're like, oh, I mean, don't forget in 2004 when the Red Sox were struggling, they traded Nomar and then they won the World Series. There's people that are struggling so hard with this trade that
And
they
how many home runs did Manny and Ortiz have combined?
combined between them is like 80,
Yeah, and how many RBIs?
260 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
we're
also had-
supposed to replace that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even have anything close to that in this lineup.
No, I mean, like, who's our second best player that's currently active? That's not Alex Bregman. A third best player, I guess. Second best player now, Trevor Story.
Jaron Duran.
Jaron Duran, yeah, Jaron Duran. But
Injured
injured.
once again. Him and Bregman.
I mean, Duran's great. Like, he's really good, but he's even having a down.
But
starting him the ball better now. Yeah.
It seems he's like one of those guys where like
It's
once
like
it starts getting warm outside,
Yeah,
like,
he
he
just-
starts
yeah.
to
It's like every
mash.
day I see it. Oh, Jaron Duran hit another triple.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
It's stand-up triples too. Like they're not even.
He's
just
awesome.
Like, yeah,
I love
he's
Jaron
yeah.
Duran.
Yeah,
He's
I
awesome.
think they should lock him up. Like
but
Enjoy-
they won't.
but that's
They
a pro-
won't.
yeah.
Or they'll pay him. He'll
and
get
then
hurt
scapegoat
next
him out.
year, or he'll like play bat 260, and they'll be like,
Which is why we don't get all this
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
All right, I need your finest, worst player you have. It's like, do you have a real piece of shit? Like, do you have like the worst player you could possibly think? Do you have like a guy you can't stand personally and like as a player?
You ever got had one good season?
I got, like, 4 of
2021?
I got a contract for you.
Dude, I mean, the rumor going around that I saw before Rafael Devers got traded was there was a chance that we were going to trade Jaron Duran to the Braves to get Chris Sale back. And it's like the first thing that pops into my head is like, so we trade Chris Sale to them a year ago. Now, I get he won the Cy Young, but we traded Chris Sale to them a year ago and got Vaughn Grissom, a guy who can't even make it out of the minor leagues for him, straight up. And now you're telling me if we want him back, we have to give up a guy who had 70 extra base hits and is a major league player.
Yeah.
That's what we have to give up to get him. But if you want him, you just give us some prospect that's never going to be good, and fine with the Red Sox.
Yeah.
No problem.
Smart business, you know.
And like I was saying to you guys earlier, like picture 2 years ago when we had all 3 of those players on this team. Like that was a that is you can do that. You can have all the players you want if you just pay for them.
Yeah.
Like the Dodgers.
And I don't care. You're gonna pay me if I gotta pay $14 for a beer, which I'm not gonna buy. But if I gotta buy a $20 hot dog, or you know what I mean, it's like fucking give the players that I want to see play fucking play.
Yeah, give me a product.
Yeah, but the ownership, the ownership does not. They do not care whose asses are in the seats of the stadium. They just care that asses are in the seats. They don't care if it's tourists coming into Boston for a vacation in the summer. They don't care if you're the away team fan and your team's in town, so you go there to go see a game. They don't care who you are. As long as you buy a ticket to go to their museum and you pay for a hot dog and a beer and you buy a ticket in, that's all they care about. They don't care if 85% of the stadium comes in wearing Houston Astros gear.
Yeah.
They do not care.
As long as
They
someone's
just
there
care
to
that
buy the
people
shit
are
and watch the
there.
game. Sit down, yeah.
That's
And-
it.
And it's literally the Red Sox are just another piece on a billionaire's portfolio now. That's what it feels like. I mean, the
That's
reality,
100% what it
yeah,
is.
the reality of the Devers trade is like not even just like he had a bad attitude. Because guess what? If Devers was making $10 million a year, they wouldn't have traded him. They would have dealt with his attitude.
they
He's
would've
making
dealt with
$30 million, and the reason why they traded the Giants because Buster Posey said, "I'll pay for their contract,"
Yeah.
and Craig was like, "Take him.
Yeah.
I don't care who you
Eight
give
and a half
me.
years left, 250+ million.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Take the money off our hands, and we're gonna say we're gonna reinvest it. But watch, even if they do, they're gonna sign some fucking shit dick off the free agent market.
Yeah, it's
that's
never
arm's
going
about
to
to
be
fall off.
anybody
Or,
that we look at and go,
Yeah.
wow.
yeah, or like they're not gonna, like you said, they're not gonna extend Jaron Duran. And if we're led to believe as fans that the reason why Devers left is because he's a team leader who got paid all this money, and he's not representing the culture of the team that they want because he's selfish and they wanted
Fucking
yeah
culture.
yeah, exactly. It's a bunch of losers. But like you're telling me that Devers doesn't represent this obsessed with winning culture that you want to have going forward. But then you have Jaron Duran, who you're fucking around with in arbitration, who actually plays the game hard. He does all the shit that you want him to do. The guy's a fucking superstar outside of baseball because of the Netflix documentary. I mean, like in terms of baseball players, a lot of people know who Jaron Duran is. He's what you want in your face of the franchise to be, and you're like, nah, we don't see him as part of our future because he's 28 years old, same age as Devers, and he's a very good leadoff hitter, which is really hard to find.
Right.
Who can do as much as he does? Who can change the game? A guy that can turn a single into a double.
Year.
You made me do the face from
Clockwork Orange.
You said something about winning culture. I want.
But that's what we're led to believe. Craig Breslow even said that. And
what do you mean winning culture?
There is no winning culture.
You got rid of every single piece of anything that won for us 6 years ago.
Yeah.
7 years ago. You were like, oh, the guy the last good player we had from that team. Not even the only good player left. It's like,
we need guys who have good winning culture. All the guys that had good winning culture are no longer here.
Yeah.
You got rid of all of them.
And the guys that you have that have won a World Series on this team, you sign in the offseason, like Walker Buehler, who's going to be gone at the end of the year, probably by the deadline, possibly. Aroldis Chapman, who's going to be gone by the end of the year, or at the deadline. And Alex Bregman, who's likely going to be gone at the year, or if you're fucking stupid, by the trade deadline. So those three guys that you sign who are great players, they're your only veteran winning culture, people that fit your profile of this team that is full of rookies and nobody's really. And these guys are likely going to be gone in a year, at the very most.
Talking about, like, the fact of getting rid of everybody that had winning culture or anything at all, like, I also just think of, like, all the bonehead mistakes the Red Sox have made. Like, you look at a few years ago, 2021, we traded for fucking Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah.
And we let him go, and since he's left, he's hit, like, 120 home runs.
Yeah, but then they'll say some bullshit like, he only hit 200. Like, I would take the fucking
we don't have anybody on
this
this team that hits home runs, and
Yeah.
it's like, this dude could be mashing for us.
Yeah.
And they don't look at it like that because he strikes out too much. The whole team strikes out.
They're right there with Colorado in some bad categories. We were talking about Colorado earlier being a disappointment. The Red Sox they have more errors than Colorado, which is you shouldn't have anything more than them. They also have more strikeouts, I think, than Colorado in the last 3 years. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, you can't sit there and say that we're having winning culture. You trade away your best player who was the last champion on your team. Now the only two people on the team or personnel that have won a World Series in Boston is Alex Cora, who seems like he doesn't give a shit, and Craig Breslow, who I don't think he knows what the fuck he's doing. Or his whole job, which I thought was to make the team better, seems to just be save John Henry money.
Yeah, it's exactly what everybody's been since David Dombrowski.
Yeah, and I'm just tired of the Zoom meeting or the Zoom press conference that happened 24 hours after the fact. I'm tired of hearing all the same shit when it's the same things that happen. And now we're going through another Mookie Betts-esque situation where you just trade away a guy, you get back all these, injured, two kind of major league ready players. One's injured, the other guy you already optioned AAA.
Right.
And then you're sitting there saying, I think that by the end of the year we're gonna have more wins than we would otherwise. And it's like you cannot say that.
Right.
And the worst part is all you had to do was at the beginning of the year just do what, in the words of Raffy Devers, just do your job.
Yep.
That's all you had to do. Go up to him and be like, hey, you're our franchise player. If the whole point is that his contract is that he has to do all these things, he is the face of the franchise. He has to go and do Bob's Furniture fucking commercials or whatever. He has to do all this shit. Don't you think it would be nice to, if you view him like that, to go up to him and tell him what his job's going to be in the next season and be honest about it, as opposed to dicking the guy around and telling him as it's happening? You want him to show you and the franchise so much respect because you gave him this contract, and then you don't even show him the respect of telling him, hey, we're replacing you at third base.
And again, I was saying this before. He plays every day.
Yeah,
he plays every day.
Yeah,
yep. He's got 900 OPS. He led the team in every batting category.
Right. And as angry as he was with the team and frustrated he was with the team, his performance on the field was still there. Like, he didn't let that drag him down.
Maybe for a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year, maybe. But after that first couple weeks or that first week or so, he just turned it on. And ever since then, there was no looking back. Yeah. And, like, it's just ridiculous to me to see this whole scenario play out the way it did. And we're just supposed to, as fans, accept the reality. Like, 20 years ago, Boston would do anything to fight for a guy like Rafael Devers.
100%.
If a guy like that was a free agent, we were one of the top 3 teams bidding on him to come here. And now it's like we get these guys, they're homegrown, and we either dick Mookie Betts around where he wanted 350 and we were only going to go to 300, and we didn't give Xander Bogaerts anywhere close to what he got, which in reality now looks good.
Yeah.
But at the time was like, this is a homegrown guy. You have to keep people.
Yeah.
And then Rafael Devers comes around, and it's like, okay, we're gonna lock him up 10 years, $300 million, and they only did that just because the fans were gonna be so outraged if all three of those guys ended up leaving without one of them signing. So they finally said, "Fuck it, Devers is left. We can bank on him. Hopefully, he becomes David Ortiz." And that's what they hope for.
And he was on the way.
I mean,
And
I don't know if he'd ever be 50 home runs a year.
Yeah, but he was going to be our best hitter.
Right, but he was going to be a guy who you could put in the middle of your lineup and rely on. And we just don't want to pay those type of players anymore. We don't, knowing what just happened, being a salary dump. How much were we really in on Juan Soto?
Yeah, that's yeah.
We weren't.
Yeah,
no, we couldn't. No,
we were probably $300 million off, and they were like, "Just tell the people we were only $70 million."
Yeah,
just tell the people we were close.
Yeah,
Either that or they were like, "How much do you offer you? 770. Oh, we can only offer you 700.
Yeah,
like it's stuff like that. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Hello, Zuko.
Came in by the cat. Yep. Yeah.
Another guest, and he's gone. He's been evicted. He said, "You're no longer allowed on the premise."
He said meow, and he left.
But we're a middling franchise now.
Yeah.
We are the Tampa Bay Rays. We're going to be one of those teams that creates the superstar players. No, I lied. Because Tampa at least turns their players around and gets prospects that turn out to be
Yeah, I
good.
was gonna say,
We don't do that.
Revolving door with that.
We don't do that. We draft players that we develop into good players, and then we trade them for good players, like a Garrett Crochet or like what we did with Chris Sale, But we don't do it like any other way.
Yeah.
We're not gonna pay for you, and then once you do become the superstar and it's time for you to come up for free agency, we're not even going to get what you're worth. We're going to trade you away for a package that is going to be talked about on MLB, network as one of the worst trades in MLB history for the next 100 years.
Yeah.
That's what we turn into. That's what we turn those trades into.
Yeah. And we have like 3 trades realistically in the last, since Craig Breslow, well, not Craig Breslow, but since 2020, we have 3 trades that realistically baseball analysts and stuff in 10 years' time are going to be like, or 50 years' time, 60 years' time, are going to be like, those are 3 of the worst trades ever. And they all happened in the span of 5 years.
Yep.
Mookie Betts to LA, Chris Sale to Atlanta, and Rafael Devers to San Francisco.
Yeah. Seriously.
And it just, and the salary, like, back to my point of the salary dumping, that's clear as day that's mainly what it was, because if they even said we'll do half the contract, they would have said no. But, in terms of salary dump, you got Devers, who's, they made it seem like the guy was making too much money. He's actually like going to get a bargain deal for DHs going forward, because you're looking at Vladimir Guerrero Jr. signed for $500 million.
Mookie Betts' contract is a bargain.
Yeah. And didn't Devers sign for less than what Mookie signed for?
Yeah.
And that's 3 years after Mookie signed that extension.
Devers, I think, was 10 years, $330.
Yeah.
And Mookie was 12 years, $375 or something like that.
Yeah. But, like, they made it seem like it would break the books. Like, because of Devers' contract, we can't possibly.
How are we going to get any
how are we going to get anyone on this team?
We have to pay a tax, dude.
Yeah. Oh,
a luxury tax.
Now they're back under the freaking.
And this doesn't feel very luxurious at all.
No. But
baseball?
But the 1 year that they did go over the luxury tax was when they traded the last minute for Jackie Bradley Jr., and that team was fucking dog shit.
Dude, let me put it to you this way. Our lineup right now, our 2 highest paid players on offense.
Oh, it's June 17th.
In case you guys know the truth.
Right?
The date.
Our 2 highest paid players on offense right now don't play. Bregman's hurt, and Yoshida, I don't know where he is.
What happened to him?
Oh, he's just, I don't know, traveling,
just dead?
traveling the country.
I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he's injured.
From
I don't
what
know
I
if he's
heard-
just sitting on the bench.
Oh, you ever seen that movie, Rookie of the Year, and the guy gets stuck between both doors in the hotel?
Oh, he's
Yeah.
stuck somewhere, and they haven't
Maybe
found him yet.
that's where he is.
They're walking
They haven't found him yet. They're like not
It's
in
okay
there.
if I know. I'm knocking on every wall.
I mean, it seems that way. I mean, I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him.
I think I've
He's our
read-
second highest paid offensive player now. He
could
makes
play-
$18
He
million.
could play DH again.
Yeah,
Like,
he's not a bad hitter, but like
If
he's not
we-
DH.
Well, we want a guy who bats 270. We just want a guy that's like 15, 20 less homers.
Yeah,
You're not understanding small ball. I don't think.
you're talking tiny ball. Like that's
The ball's so small we don't even score. You can't even see it go over the wall, so you don't know.
you throw it right down the middle of the plate. They're gonna miss it anyway.
It's a strikeout. You can't hit it. Anyway, do we have anything else to actually talk about?
oh yeah, no, we do.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
this is I'm annoyed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I talk about it and I get more annoyed now.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
let-
what it is.
Yeah, I happened to the guy the gym teacher at work was talking about it. And I just started going off about it.
Yeah, dude,
fucking
it's,
suck.
it's hard not to be like that.
Yeah, like when I think about it, I just get annoyed because it's like, I've said it multiple times already, but it's like, how do we just keep doing this? How do we just
'Cause there's
trade
nothing-
superstar players to get nothing in return?
Because there's no consequences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
no
fans still show up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't
Yep.
care. They're like you said. It's like we traded Nomar. Right. Because Nomar was our best hitter that year when we traded him.
Yeah, for sure.
He was-
2004.
without him, we wouldn't even have had a team. But we
No.
really had to get rid of him, so we would.
Yeah,
That's because we
exactly.
got. Who do we even get for him?
Orlando Cabrera and
Orlando
Doug
Cabrera,
Mankiewicz.
Doug Mankiewicz.
And Cabrera was great, and Mankiewicz was a
Yeah, we looked
defensive,
it
good defensive
up.
first baseman.
Orlando Cabrera played like 58 games for us, batted like 295, and hit 9 homers.
I
Yeah.
remember looking that up.
Yeah, he was a
That's
beast
true.
for us
I
in
didn't
those
know that was a
58
trade,
games.
man.
Doug Mankiewicz was mediocre, but he was only brought in as a defensive glove.
And he was a
really
great
just-
defensive first
They
baseman.
really just got it was really Orlando Cabrera for him in
Yeah.
reality.
Yeah,
So, but it worked out for us.
What about Alex Cora? He was on that team, right?
he's on 2007.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
2007.
yeah, I think he was on like the Dodgers that year or something like that.
But it's just like, but like we had already talked about, you look at that 04 team, Damon batted like 301. Manny batted 308. Ortiz batted like 305. Then you had
It was higher. I think that was. But still, go
one of them was like might have been like 310. And then
30.
and then you had Veritek at 296, Millar at 297. And it's like, are we even going to have a 300 hitter in this lineup? Never mind 5 of them.
I mean, maybe Bregman, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
And we don't know because once he comes back from the injury, you never know.
yeah, he might come back, play a week, and then they trade him.
Yeah. He might come back and re-injure himself because he wasn't ready. Tried
Yeah.
to come back too early. He might come back and just not be what he was before the injury until next year. Like,
Yeah.
it might take that long to fully recover 100%. He might come back at like 80% just to play. But, like, you never know. And the last time he had almost the same injury, he missed 60 games.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time.
He's older now. What was that, 3 years ago when that happened?
Yeah, and it's like, that's a lot of time to miss.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's been weird, like we said like a few episodes ago, like how weird the season is. It just keeps getting weirder and weirder, and like highs and lows all within a few hours. I remember when the Red Sox swept the Yankees, I texted you guys saying next episode's gonna be really fun because you look really good. An hour later, he's traded.
Dude, our last episode was just the last 2 episodes were really just so bad that the last episode we mainly focused on talking about the Yankees because we had ZP here and we wanted to talk about the Yankee series. We mostly talked about the Yankees just so we had something different to talk about because we had been shitting on the Red Sox for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then we have to go 10, 12 days or whatever to do this one. We finally get to this podcast. They have the best 12 days that they've had all year long, and they trade the best player on the team and don't even get one major league player in return for him.
Yeah. It's like as soon as we're like, shit's turning around. We were literally talking about this. It's turning around. I was talking to, I was camping this past weekend. I was talking to people I was camping with, like, oh, we gotta go to a Red Sox game soon. They're like, hell yeah. And then Devers is traded.
Jay would be so fun to go to Red Sox with.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He'd be trash.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. I
Go
love.
Sox!
Let's go, Sox.
He used to go. We should do that.
I'm dead.
I love Jay.
Dude, he's so funny.
He's the best.
But
Shout out to Jay.
shout out to Jay. Love you, bud. I'll see you tomorrow.
I know he don't listen probably to the whole
Yeah,
thing, but I'm sure he
definitely
gets us a view for.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's supportive. He's a good
Turn
man.
in 30 minutes in, bro.
Yeah, we
You
got
won't
you.
hear this.
A
but
literal shout out. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Love you, bud.
Just for simply existing, bro.
You keep being you.
Anyway, but yeah, we should go see a Red Sox game. I go see my favorite player, Rafael Devers.
Yeah, we'll see him face the Giants this weekend.
That's what I mean. We should
Yeah,
go.
we'll go out to San Francisco.
We should go. Go see my favorite player. Oh boy, Rafael Devers. Oh, he's on the different team.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Oh.
that's the show. See you guys.
Do you guys want to?
Sorry, they stopped. They heard you talking.
Good.
They silenced
We have command. We have command of the room.
No, we got other stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
I was just being a
Yeah, I know.
jokester.
Resident
But
Fun.
seriously though,
They thought it was hilarious.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Like,
It makes me
like
not
you
want to
just
watch
said,
it anymore.
though, like it seems like shit's finally starting to come together. Like watching the series this last weekend, it felt like playoff baseball.
Yeah, it felt like such playoff baseball that Aaron Judge looked like shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like Aaron Judge played like it was the playoffs. Like
Classic.
that's how much of a playoff feel it had that Aaron Judge shit his pants
Yep.
for 3 straight games.
Yeah.
Struck out 8 times in 10 at bats or something like that. He fucking shit himself. Like that is what you wanted.
Struck out 6 times in a row versus Garrett Crochet or something like that. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't hit a home run off him, but whatever.
Yeah, but that was
Struck
like
out 3
100
times
pitches
to
in.
Bayo. Struck out 3 times to Crochet.
Yep.
I mean,
Dobbins got him
though,
twice.
that's what I mean, like,
Yeah.
I think
John
Dobbins-
Dobbins.
John
dude.
Dobbins got him
Shout
twice.
out. Hot salad.
But it's just like it felt that much like holy shit, if we get our shit together, we could beat anybody.
Yeah.
This is the team we thought we'd see.
Yeah.
Like
And
we could beat anybody.
Yeah.
The pitchers are pitching well. The bullpen's finally like not just blowing every
Well, they're
single
getting
game.
rest.
Yeah.
They're finally like
Oh,
they're
what?
not
Our
pitching
starters
6
are-
innings every game.
Wait, our starters are actually allowed to go more than.
Yeah, I think it's
what-
like 6 or 7 straight games where they go on
what'd you
6 in a
write
row.
here?
And we're
So,
winning.
Yeah, and they're winning weird.
Yeah, but you know what?
Weird.
We'd be a lot better without Rafael Devers.
Yeah.
Starters have gone at least 6 innings in 7 straight.
But you know what? If we had Rafael Devers, it would have been 8. I mean, if we didn't, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. I love the Red Sox.
But it's like
Fucking, I really don't want to like watch any games. Like,
yeah,
it just makes me-
it's
And that, but that's like the worst
maddening.
thing is that like as
I want to keep
as-
watching.
yeah, because they're
No, I
they're
want them
playing
to,
good.
I want them to be bad.
I
now,
want
though.
yeah.
But
They'd be the
it's
worst
not
team
even
ever.
that. It's like
They could win the World Series. I'd still be like,
I
why did we
just-
trade
yeah, why you trade Devers?
Like I watch the games because of strictly the kids.
Mm.
Like I just want to see.
Kids.
I just want to see what Roman Anthony turns into. I want to see what Marcelo Meyer turns into. I want to see that progression.
Yeah.
Like I want to see Garrett Crochet pitch when he starts. Like
Yeah.
you know,
I want to see Narvaez
yeah,
catch and hit.
seriously,
That dude's awesome.
Man, that must go up the Yankees' ass
Yeah, dude,
sideways.
he's a bro. He's like, he's killing him against him. I love it.
Like he's on like.
It's like, why'd
pace
you
to
trade
potentially
me?
Win Rookie of the Year,
Yeah, right.
and it's like the
Throwing
Yankees
out people
just
at
let him
third?
go.
I think they threw out a Yankee at third every
Yeah, he
game of the
did.
series.
Yeah.
And he hit the walk off in game
And
1.
The Yankees just let a player go.
What
What idiots,
Yeah.
dude!
Yeah, we
what
got-
kind of team would do something like that?
We got him off waivers.
Yeah, when you think about the Devers being traded, it's very similar to the Yankees losing Carlos Narvaez.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, it is. Except for,
But Narvaez has been awesome.
He's been great.
yeah, no, I mean we've had plenty of bright spots. Not just the negative things. It's just like, again, it's just like, why does everything have to be like? Why can't you just enjoy this? Like, why can't I just enjoy it as a fan? Like, oh,
Yeah,
you
the
can't.
team's good. Our
Here's a-
players are playing
yeah.
well, and that's it. There's no like, oh, we're past this.
Mm.
No, like you guys keep making shit. Like you like, and that's the thing. And not to go back to it, but it's like they made this. They did this on purpose. Like
Yeah.
It's like, well, what are we doing? Like
Yeah, you didn't have to
like,
trade him.
You didn't even have to. You didn't have to ask this
Entertain it.
guy a million things
Yeah.
to do for no. Like you knew he wasn't gonna do it. You knew at the beginning of the year you wanted to trade. You as soon as you signed Bregman, you're like,
Yeah,
Get rid of this fucking
yeah. It's
loser.
kind of like what they did with when they
He just
signed
was too-
Story,
he
and they were
was-
like, Bogarts can go maybe.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
already
gonna
did.
come in. He's gonna be the second baseman.
Yeah.
You know, and then he was just waiting in the wings for Bogarts to
what
go
if
to
somebody
take
showed up
short.
with a gun and said, "Listen," and now I'm talking. You think they changed their tone?
That's what they did in Kansas City, right? John, you flew down with the gun.
Yeah.
He's like, Raffy, meet me in this room real quick.
You're gone.
I'm gonna trade you.
If you don't play first base.
No.
Fuck.
Damn
Call my
it.
bluff. I'm
Uh,
trading you.
Gun was empty. Flying back now.
It's not even a real gun. It just shoots and says gun. Doesn't say no, just gun.
It's just gun.
Gun.
gun, 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 gun.
Gun. I need to find one thing that says gun. I want one of those. I've always wanted one of those guns.
Oh, one of
That
those, like
shoots
from the
out words.
cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I'm about to look on Amazon
Bang.
right now.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna look on Amazon. You guys talk Red Sox. I'm shopping.
Well, let's get away from this.
Yeah,
Let's get
seriously,
into
it's
some
just bringing me down.
positivity.
Yeah.
So, Roman Anthony, since the trade, has what seems like officially taken his spot now as the 3-hitter.
And the face of the franchise.
Yep, it seems like that with Devers in the lineup, Devers was batting second. They didn't want to go back-to-back lefties. Now that Devers is gone, 2 spot is now going to Toro for now, but it's going to go to a right-handed bat. Gives the opportunity to have Roman Anthony be our permanent 3-hitter. Hits a home run last night.
I don't know how he hit
Nasty,
that.
too.
Yeah. Like you said, it was outside and he hooked it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
top corner outside, 96 miles an hour. He pulled it for a home run.
Yeah. He's a special talent.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss him when they trade him in 7 years, but.
I know for nothing too.
Yeah.
I know. We're probably gonna get like the rights to somebody's kid or something like that.
Yeah, the kid's
in
being
20
born
years.
right now. They're prepping him for it.
I can already picture it.
Him and Meyer. Back
We'll
to
trade
back
him in
years.
10 years, right, or 7 years, to the Dodgers for Shohei's deferred contract.
Yeah.
But we're only gonna pay part of it.
Right.
They can pay the rest. We'll be like, yeah, $10 million of that. That's way
It's
less
like
than
$7
what
and
Anthony
they don't
won.
look really good.
Oh,
They
really?
look super fun.
Oh, man, never mind.
My whole vibe. I'm gonna buy it anyway and throw it away.
Yeah, at least use it once. At least say you had it.
Also, Amazon was selling like Rhode Island novelty cap guns, so that was like one of the most popular things. on there.
Oh, okay.
So apparently, you got to be in Rhode Island to get cool cap guns. It looks
Yeah.
like a real gun.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. We should all get that.
Yeah,
That'd
it's just
be
like
fun.
$8. I'm about to get us all cap guns.
Hell yeah. dude.
Yeah.
And the next podcast gonna start. Like,
Yeah, desk pops.
Yeah.
dude, we should get. Dude, see, that's perfect for desk pops.
Oh yeah, that would be perfect for a desk pop.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I'm about to
That's
buy
a desk
3 of them
popper.
right now. It's only got 3.6 stars.
That's positive. That's a
It's
passing
not
grade.
very sturdy or functionality. Function. What do you mean by that?
It turns out it was real.
It's a cap.
It shot somebody and they died.
Like the crow. But yeah, anyway.
It didn't
yeah,
even
Roman
kill.
Anthony.
It didn't even kill.
The 3-hitter,
Yep.
which is fantastic.
Yep.
Seems like the lineup now is becoming like a left right lineup.
Balanced.
Yeah, it seems like Marcelo Meyer is gonna probably start getting more playing time. It seems like realistically, it's gonna open up for the kids to just play more, especially with Willie Abreu coming back. It's gonna probably move Roman Anthony to the DH.
Yeah.
Realistically, keep him on the team because at that point you have to choose which one's gonna play or not, or Rafaela or whoever. But this way they get to keep everybody. They're all young. I mean, I want to see how it plays out. Like we had started it off with, it's not so much that they traded Devers as much as what they got for him. I don't really care that Devers is gone. But whatever they did, better fucking work.
Yeah. Because that press conference that Breslow had, the Zoom press conference, which again was 24 hours after the fact.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
of
over
course.
Zoom. But he
Waited
said,
for everybody to get on the plane and then took Devers off.
Yep. But he said that he thinks that this team is going to have more wins at the end of the year because of this. He said that they're going to invest the money that they took back from Devers, and they're going to reinvest it.
Immediately
And they're
into
going
the
to
team.
So you better fucking do it now because you cannot this is getting bad. Like people
Yeah.
are like, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that people are going to stop going to Fenway Park because like that's just not going to happen.
They
but
should.
Right.
they should. No, 100% they should. But
Fans should.
fans should. Fans should. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Every people should still go see baseball if they want to go see a baseball game. But
Right.
like, if you're
But-
like a fan of the team, you should and you like care about.
You
the team,
care about baseball, you shouldn't. You care about Red Sox, you should not be going to a home game.
No, you're supporting a product that you don't like.
Yeah, and you're also
Reality.
and
You are supporting ownership that is trying to save enough money right now to buy an NBA franchise when LeBron James retires.
LeBron James.
or there's conspiracy theories that Liverpool just signed like $150 million player, and there was like articles like how are they gonna pay for this guy, and then the next day they trade Rafael Devers. So there's like people thinking like, well, they traded Devers to save that money so they can give it to Liverpool. I mean, Craig Breslow obviously denied that and said that the money for the Red Sox is separate from the money from Liverpool. But you know, it's just like stupid shit like that. You know.
Right.
No,
but
I'm
that's
sure
what
it
it comes
is.
to.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
But that's what it
separate.
comes to is
Yeah.
people thinking something like that.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point now where
They're
we're
so
like,
cheap.
he's trying to cheap out this team so he can go pay that team.
Well,
Like,
it's not even that though, but it's like there probably is some truth to that in
Yeah.
a way. It's like, it's separate. Well, right, but his pocket
yeah.
isn't separate.
No,
Right.
yeah.
Now that he's spending
still-
$150 million dollars there, that's $150 million more dollars than he was planning on spending. So he's got to make up that money somewhere. So that means take it away from a player that's making it elsewhere
Yeah,
to get that money back.
right.
So like, I wouldn't be surprised if that's
Yeah,
the case.
if
We
that-
owed Devers $250.
Mm-hmm.
So if they decided at the trade deadline to, let's just say, spend $100 million of the $250 million they got back,
If that happens,
Dude,
and then they pocket $150 million,
weird.
if
let's
that
just
happens,
say.
Dude.
I'm
We're gonna come in here with tinfoil hats, so we're gonna
I'm
talk.
gonna-
We're gonna
I'm
talk
gonna-
conspiracy.
I'm going to tell you
the
the
whole
date
time.
first off rip. So you heard it here first.
But let's just say they spend $100 million of the $250 they took back.
And who are we getting in this hypothetical? Like somebody like Chris Sale?
I could realistically see like finally bringing in Nolan Arenado.
Yeah, that probably will happen.
Yep,
That-
play first base
yeah.
for us.
There we go.
Great.
Hey, he
Yep.
mashes at Fenway, and he's on
Yeah, I'll
the
take
ripe
it.
age of 36.
Right-handed bat, I'll take it. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
I would.
he'd be like
it'd be
Gold
cool to
Glove
see him at
first
Fenway,
base.
yeah.
Honestly, I'd be okay with it.
So yeah, if you can get Aaron out,
Devers is already gone. We can't reverse that. So
No,
like,
yeah.
if we could bring in Nolan Arenado, I'd be all right.
I just
with
want
that.
some. I just want some offense because like they're on a 6-game winning streak currently.
Mhm.
In that 6 games, they've scored 17 runs,
Yeah, not good.
but they've only given up 8. Their pitching staff is
Yeah,
looking
pitching's
really
been
good,
nice.
but the hitting is
Yeah.
really not good. It's still underperforming, and you just trade your best offensive player.
I still want to say this too. Aroldis Chapman is a beast.
Oh
Nasty.
yeah, he's so good.
We've had like
the baseball player.
Wait.
I'm a big fan.
wait
of.
no
Loser.
A
no
horrible human. But
sorry, Aroldis Chapman, you've been sucking it up this year, like really bad.
Yeah, you fucking suck, bro.
Yeah,
Keep sucking.
like really bad.
So bad.
I had to say that because every time we talk good about
oh
somebody,
yeah,
they
yeah,
suck.
good point. Yeah.
So,
Chapman,
like,
you're not
Yeah,
great.
no,
You're old, dude.
yeah,
I
you've
can't
been
wait till you
terrible.
retire. You should start really sucking more next year.
Yeah,
Yeah, after your contract's
for
up,
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
really
piece of
suck
shit.
it up.
But in the real world, where it really doesn't matter, he's killing it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Realistically, he's been exactly what you want out of a closer.
He hasn't blown a save, or is he blowing a save?
I don't know, but he's got like
13, I think.
a 1-something ERA,
Yeah, he
like
just strikes. He just mows
You
people
think he's a
down.
Hall of Famer?
probably.
I do. Yeah, I think he's a Hall of Famer. He's a multi-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champion.
He won one of those Rolaids relief, whatever the fuck they're called now, Tim Robinson Awards.
I think you should leave. there you go, roll this. I think you should leave.
I feel like he got those a lot. I feel like he got a lot of those.
There's like 8 teams.
Get
You
the
should
fuck
leave.
outta
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
But it's crazy to think how good he's been because it's like going into the year, you know what Aroldis Chapman is. Like he's either going to be lights out or dog shit.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's because we haven't overused him because I mean, you look at all those stretches where like we were just losing and not even coming close, so there was no reason to put him in games.
Mm.
Like, is it because the fact that he hasn't gone out there 30 times already? Is that the reason why he's
Oh, yeah,
as good as he is?
He's their most protected arm by
Yeah.
far.
Like, he's been
He didn't even play the Yankee series. He had the Yankee series off.
really the
Yeah.
whole.
First game was closed out. Well, they won on a walk-off. Second game was closed out by Weitzer, and the third game was closed out by Whitlock.
Yeah, that's
Chapman
right.
was not used.
That's right.
He pitched.
Did he?
He pitched on the 13th.
Is that the first game then? No.
Yeah, I think he got the last out of the game or something like
He
that.
pitched 2/3 of an inning.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah, he came in after Crochet.
he didn't close. I guess.
Yeah,
came in
you're
after
right. He
Crochet.
did.
Yeah, yeah,
He didn't close.
He didn't close. Right?
yeah.
Crochet gave up
Yeah.
the home run to Judge. They pulled him.
Oh, right, yeah,
And then he
okay,
came in
yeah,
and got
yeah,
the last
yeah.
two out to the inning.
Yep.
And then somebody else got the win. Who was it? Garrett Whitlock. That's why I thought Garrett Crochet won.
Oh yeah. There's so many Garretts. I can't keep track of
Whitlock's
this.
got like 5 wins now.
Yeah, Whitlock's he's turning around. He looks much better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's 5-0.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
so-
he's good. He's good. I mean, he's good now.
Yeah,
But that's
I
the worst
mean,
part about it is that the whole team is pretty good now.
Yeah, the
They're playing
pitching
better
staff's been
defense
lights out.
and
Honestly, though, if we went out at the trade deadline and we made a move for
Yeah, let's get positive. We've been kind of
let's say we make a move for a Nolan Arenado, and we get like a nasty relief pitcher, like a setup guy, like nasty setup guy to go in front of Chapman and a first baseman.
Yeah,
I think we'd be pretty set.
yeah. I mean, I'd be happy with, like you said, Arenado.
Pete Alonso.
If he's on the market. I mean, they were tied to him in like rumors, but like I can't see the Mets trading him because
I know, realistically,
he's better than Juan Soto right now.
Honestly, though, I
They're
could
the best
see
in
it, even though
baseball.
he's left-handed, I could see them going after Matt Olson.
I would love Matt Olson in Boston, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't care if he's left-handed. I mean, they just lost a left-handed hitter. They've been having most of their season with mostly lefties.
Well, I heard that guy tell us we needed a right-handed first baseman. So I know like Nolan Arenado would be good, but like that's the preferred position, a preferred hand you want to play first base. So
Man, all I know is
you want a guy who's turned the wrong way.
we need to convince Seattle to trade us Cal Rowley and have him play first base.
Easy, boom, solved it. You're welcome, Breslow. You fucking dweeb.
Give us Cal Rowley before we leave Seattle. Take him off your hands.
Yeah, I mean, like, just to go on the more of the theme of like how weird the season's been. They are still they're a good baseball team right now.
Above 500.
They're in the playoff. They have they're half game back, but they are close to a playoff.
Yeah, they're
spot.
half game back of the wild
Yeah.
card. Like,
They're 5.5 behind the Yankees, who are free falling, by the way.
yeah, I know they are.
I don't know what they're doing right now.
They're
Last
just
I checked,
coming
they're
down
not
to
doing
earth.
nothing.
We went there and ruined their whole life.
Yeah,
Judge
dude,
is
yeah,
coming down to earth.
yeah, dude. He's
Those
I
last.
mean,
You can't
he's a great
maintain
player,
390.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but,
he's
like,
not going to maintain.
it's because that
390.
ESPN game, dude. They glazed him so hard. They took away his whole shine. They're like, Aaron Judge, dude, look, he covered second base from right field.
6'7".
His daughter's name is Aaron backwards.
That's so stupid. I think that means he's good.
But like, yeah, Yankees are falling. We're climbing. Just gotta hope it just keeps going, and maybe that shift in the locker room. Maybe like we talked about before we went on the podcast. Maybe Bregman's gonna take that leadership role now. I've been reading that like even though he's injured after games, he's been working with the rookies in like the batting cage underneath the like in the locker room, and he's been working with all the kids and trying to help them get their swings down.
That's how you swing it. Yeah. Sorry, he's giving the Carl Everett treatment. I'm miming over here.
No, but seriously though, it's like
Well, yeah, I mean,
maybe the atmosphere in the locker room is going to change that much.
I feel like there's a possibility that could happen. I'm not trying to be like overly optimistic because I am still down the team, but like you said, there's a good chance. I don't know if you guys listen to the interviews of the players after they traded Devers, but like, I mean, Crochet and Walker Buehler, they've been here for a cup of coffee so far. Like, who cares? But like, even Jaron Duran was like, yeah, it was a trade, kind of move on and start playing baseball. So it didn't seem like they were like, I'm not saying that they hated Devers.
Yeah, it was almost like they weren't even fazed by it.
Yeah, exactly. And like, there was also reports before of, players telling Devers like, can you stop doing this in the, to the media?
They were sick of the shit.
Yeah, like cut it out, dude. Like, if whatever shit you have with them, go fucking take it up with them. Don't tell the Boston Globe or whoever after the game. Don't do that.
Right.
Because it makes us all look, whether you like it or not. Like, I know you're standing for yourself, but it does kind of make them all. It looks like a sloppy run. Like everyone, not just the ownership. They're gonna blame all the players. And yeah. But then you also hear other stories about how he allegedly was with rookies like Christian Campbell. Right. When Christian Campbell volunteered to play first base after Devers refused to play first base, and then he said like it was more of like how dare you go against me? Like you're putting like my stature on this team.
I
You're
said
going
I wasn't going to do it. And now you're saying
too.
you're making me look bad.
Yeah, exactly. And you should be going against the ownership, which apparently seems to be Devers' mindset the whole season and parts of the offseason, which is fuck the ownership, which he's right, but you're not helping your case. I mean, like obviously we're pissed off, but you talk about like, players that know Devers or that know the Red Sox, Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz. Manny was here for 8 years, hated every minute of it, did not want to be here.
Right.
Ortiz loved he loved being with the Red Sox. He's the most important Red Sox of all time, and he's like an ambassador for the team.
Right.
So when you talk to Ortiz about it, when they talked to Ortiz about it, he said that Devers' ego was a problem. Like I tried giving him advice, he never returned anything. I had my issues with the Red Sox. Whenever I did, I would go behind the doors and we would talk about it and we try to settle it. You went out and you were immature. You let your ego win. It's a business. they're gonna throw you away for that. You know.
But the problem is though, it seems like the only people that got punished were the Red Sox. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raffy
No,
got
the
punished-
fans. The
well,
only people
fans-
that got
Yeah,
punished
yeah.
were
No,
the
you're
fans.
right. You're right. The fans.
Yeah.
But as a team, it's like you just traded away somebody who helps you win.
Yeah.
In a way, I know it was bad, whatever. But like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But like,
It's. I know. Here we are again talking about.
I know
It's
it's hard
fucking
not
weird.
to.
It's
yeah,
weird.
It's strange. Yeah, the whole thing just it doesn't. And the timing of it just doesn't make sense. You literally just swept the Yankees and you do it.
If you did it 2 weeks ago, no one would have batted.
Yeah,
an eye. I'd be like,
it's,
all right,
when you were
whatever.
6 teams under 500 and everyone's like, "We got to fire Alex Cora." If you traded Devers, yeah, it would have pissed off a lot of people. They'd be like, "Well, we suck. Who
We
cares?"
need to change.
Yeah.
Like,
But right now, you're like on the best run that you've had all season. You're on. I mean, they won their first game in the post Devers era.
Right.
Based on good
Game
pitching.
2 tonight.
Yep, game 2 tonight.
20 minutes.
Yep.
Dane Cook, pay-per-view, 20 minutes.
Ryan Lope, 20 minutes. We used to put those up.
What was it?
See what he just did. He would.
Dane Cook,
You have a
pay-per-view,
show.
20
Oh yeah, dude. I would be like.
You should do that again.
Yeah, dude.
I was going through your pictures one day. I'm probably just looking for pictures of like us, but it was just like, and I just kept seeing those. Just Ryan Lopes, 8 o'clock Sunday. Be there. It's so
That's
good.
my favorite meme I've ever made, dude. For a second, I'm like, what was he talking about? Like, oh yeah,
Derek, dude. You're Derek meme. Dude.
I'm Derek.
And I can sing high.
Dude, the funniest like outtakes that they did was like when he was in the treehouse with them, and he's like, I got my nipples removed because I'm not a woman. Just stupid stuff. Dude, he's so funny in that.
He's awesome. Adam Scott's.
Adam Scott's great, dude. Fucking Ben Wyatt, one of the best characters ever.
I like his like they always show his like sometimes they'll show like his like outtakes from like or his like they'll show people who were trying to be on The Office or whatever, and he was like one of the people. He looked so like coked out, like he looked like a drug addict, like and he probably was fucked up. Like don't get like, but I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Why do they always share this video of him? He looks fucked up. You should look it up.
I'll have to check one out. I love Adam Scott.
Hello. We can say hello.
Yeah, what's up?
Hi, are they? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, just say hi.
We're just talking about Ryan Lopes' meme. We're not even talking about anything right now.
I don't know about the sports. So
We're good. You don't. We're a multicultural podcast.
Yeah.
I don't sport.
You hear that? She doesn't sport.
I do not sport.
I don't
Breaking
sport.
news, no sports here.
No
I
sport
don't
me.
sport. I spit.
I don't
She
sport.
spits. She doesn't sport.
No sports.
Just
It's one or the other.
That's you. Spit. You meant physically just spitting all the time, right? Not spitting facts.
Little baby. I missed you too.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they do look good. That's
We'll
a
see tonight.
positive. We'll see tonight. They're gonna probably
See
get
if
their
they
ass
can
beat, but
continue this.
yeah, Walker Buehler going tonight. So
Yeah, exactly.
can't wait to see what version of him we get. But anywhere on Anthony Rendon?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me just hold on. I'm gonna actually have to put the timer. You can't hear it now 'cause I was doing the heartbeat. Because it's crazy. He's not playing baseball.
That's not
Damn
right.
it, dude, I thought
But he
Tony-
sure does love it.
Dude, he does.
He's
I
not
thought
playing, but he loves the idea of it.
I was
Tony
telling-
Rondi.
I was telling Lopes earlier. I was like, it's gonna get to the point where like he's gonna show up to training camp or spring training one day, and he's just gonna be like, his leg's gonna be dragging, and they're gonna be like, dude, what's wrong with you? And then he's gonna go to field a ground ball, and his leg's gonna fall off, and they're gonna be like, dude, what happened? You only have one leg, and he's gonna be like, oh, I went to go make this play, and when I did, my leg fell off, and then they'd like take the pant leg. They take the pant leg off of the leg that fell off of his body, and it's like all decayed and stuff. Like it's been like 6 months since it fell off, but he waited till training camp, like spring training. To
Oh,
tell
guys,
them,
you
like,
guys got
my leg.
You still gotta
fell
pay
off
me.
during this ground ball.
I showed up. You gotta still pay me.
Yeah,
Oh,
happened
little
here.
baby.
Workman's comp.
Necrosis.
Yeah, workman's comp.
We know that's not true, Anthony. You never show up to work. You got me.
I am a man.
Got me. But I do love it.
I love baseball.
But I do love it.
Oh yeah.
Well, this one's nice and short.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're gonna call this one the Bash the Red Sox.
Yeah.
yeah.
The bash the
Look at
Red
where they're
Sox. Yeah, right. But they're playing good baseball.
Playing good baseball. Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to. I mean, like I said, there's nothing to look forward to, but we can look maybe forward to a decent season the rest
Yeah.
of the season because we clearly throw out any chances of us having a player we can root for all the time.
Yeah. Well, we got Roman Anthony. Got Romy,
Yeah, great.
Romy Tony.
As like I said earlier, I can't wait to enjoy the next 8 years of his career.
Yeah.
The first 8 years of his career.
Yeah, because he'll be traded by 2 GMs down the road because 8 years, there's probably another at least
Yeah,
2
the
GMs.
one before him will be pretty good and will win.
Yeah, and then
We'll have some guy
Dunskies.
who's like, hey, you know what's really cool?
they're going to win the World Series in 4 years because Cora won't be the manager anymore. Because they always win a World Series in the manager's
What if
first
we
year.
invested in crypto
Oh.
as a team?
Damn.
As a team.
Oh, yes. That's a good
You
idea.
know how many fucking bitcoins we could have got for Rafael Devers? You guys are crazy. He's shaking his head.
Yeah,
This guy gets it.
This guy gets it.
What you don't realize is, do you know how many bitcoins we can get with the 100 million of the 250 million?
Where's the other half?
Yeah, where's the other half going to?
What are you paying for Pele or whatever?
No,
Ronaldinho.
no, we're just gonna hold on to it for next season.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Off
next
season.
season.
We're gonna buy that guy. You
When
know
are we
that
ever
guy?
gonna invest in the season that we're in is the season that.
Do you know how long it takes to rebuild a baseball team?
Dude,
At least 7 years going strong.
and we're rebuilt now?
We're getting there.
Oh.
Yeah, we actually had to take a little bit of time off
I think
because
that deserves a round of applause.
yeah.
Thank you. Wow, we have a
We have a real fan.
Live studio audience.
Taped in front of a live studio
laugh,
audience.
clap, stop. All right, we're gonna have to cut that out now.
Oh man.
That's all right. It's the end. Just kiss.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Any other?
Nah,
Any
I'm
other?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I say it's almost.
I think we talked enough shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know. Just you guys know that we don't love the trade, and we want the Red Sox to still be good. That's all.
Fuck
we want.
ownership.
Yeah,
Yep.
fuck ownership.
I hope we.
Hope John Henry should have a less historical name. Just change his name to like
John
Just-
Hendry.
Joe
Joe Hendry.
Because I believe in him.
Yeah, I believe in that
I
guy.
don't
Yeah,
even
I
know
do
who
believe in that guy, actually,
I believe.
so.
I don't know anything about him, but I believe in him.
But yeah. Well, hopefully, next episode we come back and we're not as mad.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully things are still going on the path they're going on now with less trades.
Yeah, if we have
Exactly.
like 45 wins next time we're on here, I'll be like, okay, I'm glad we traded Rafael Devers.
Yeah.
Okay, I probably won't say that, but I'll be like, I can accept it.
Yeah, I can at least get behind it a little.
Or the
bit.
next
That
episode
cat
we
food
go.
smells like cat food.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
All right.
All right.
All right.
See you in the next one.
See you.